So guys, welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics. We will wonder how Virat Kohli transformed his physique from looking like this to looking like what is right now in the year 2023. So in the 2012, after an IPL game, Virat Kohli realized that he is extremely unfit, he is not suitable. His fitness levels are not suitable for international cricket, and that day onwards he transformed his life, he transformed his nutrition, his training patterns, his recovery, rest, etc. And right now, what we are seeing, the Virat Kohli is a product of that transformation. But what goes into training of Virat Kohli specifically? Now, the strength and conditioning coach, Mr. Basu Shankar, has come out and said that he has done lots of power work, strength work. Even Virat Kohli himself has said that he does lots of specific work. But what specific work goes under the training of Virat Kohli? That remains still a question. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact same blueprint which Virat Kohli does in his training sessions, so that you as a batsman, you as a cricketer, can also implement those kind of exercises or those kind of movement patterns in your training program in order to transform your physique from this to this, just like Virat Kohli. So let's dive deep inside this topic and understand some movement mechanics. When we talk about the sport of cricket, there are certain components which are imperative from the game's perspective. First is strength, which can be worked in the gym. Second is your power development, which can be again worked in the gym. Then comes speed, agility, changes of direction, and most importantly, your aerobic conditioning, which comes on to the field aspect. So let's talk about the strength aspect now. Virat Kohli, in order to increase his strength, of course, he's going to do movements such as deadlifts, maybe a normal deadlift or a trap bar deadlift. Then he would be doing, of course, my favorite and everyone's most important exercise and the most fundamental exercise, which is the squat. Then of course he would be doing a bit of upper body strength as well, maybe normal bench presses or a single arm unilateral work on the Swiss ball in order to increase stability in his upper body. So these kind of exercises would be in his training regime. But this is towards the off season, where he requires more of a lean muscle mass. He wants to improve his strength. But when it comes to the season, and most of the time he is in season, he's playing matches around the clock throughout the year, and hence most of the time his goal is maintaining his strength and improving his power output. Where we come to the second aspect, which is power development, which happens again in the gym itself. So when we are talking about power development, the first exercise which comes into my mind is strength speed exercises, which are Olympic weightlifting. Now, Virat Kohli was introduced to Olympic weightlifting in the year 2014, somewhere around 2014, 2015, and he was a bit skeptical regarding Olympic weightlifting because he had back issues and he had never did Olympic weightlifting in his lifetime. He started doing Olympic weightlifting, his body reacted wonderfully, and he started feeling more powerful, more agile, more lean and more light in the field, and that reflected directly in his game. But what sort of Olympic weight lifting exercises was Kohli doing? Of course, he was doing all the strength speed exercises such as the hang cleans, the power cleans, the snatches, your split snatch, your split cleans, etc. Now, all of these exercises are specifically targeting your strength speed aspect if you're lifting heavier weights with higher velocities. On the other hand, if your goal is to improve your speed strength, you can do the same with either your pliers, which you are going to cover in a minute, but with Olympic weightlifting as well, which is by lifting lighter weight at higher velocities. For example, lifting 60% or 50% of your 1 RM for 6 repetitions or 5 repetitions with the goal of lifting the bar as quickly as possible. That is where your speed strength comes into the picture. Now, coming towards one of the most important and critical aspects in power development is plyometrics. Plyometrics has a significant role in the sport of cricket. The reason is, it's a sport where you require lots of changes of direction. One, you have to be extremely agile too, and thirdly, you need immense amount of power, especially the nature of T20 cricket. Nowadays, cricket is revolving around the IPL, T20 cricket, etc., and that is where your power comes in the picture. Also, nowadays we have got the D10, which has came into the picture, where you have to be extremely powerful in order to hit those big sixes, and that is where your plyometric ability, your strength speed ability, your Olympic weightlifting ability comes into the picture. So when it comes to plyometrics, He's of course going to be doing exercises like depth jumps in order to improve his elasticity, in order to improve his tendon strength, his force protection capability, his speed strength. Of course, he would also be doing explosive exercises which would lead to jump training, and not just plyometric but also jump training, which is box jumps, may it be normal box jumps, may it be eccentric box jumps with the dumbbells. Of course, he would add some hurdle hops or continuous bounce, etc. Now, all of these exercises are imperative when it comes to cricket because of the reasons I just mentioned in this part of the video. Now let's talk about his speed, agility and changes of direction session. Now these sessions can be done either separately as a specific speed development or changes of direction session or an agility session, or it can be done during a normal session as well. For example, during your fielding sessions, you are of course going to be doing all of these categories at one time. Let's say you have got a drill set up by your fielding coach, and the fielding coach wants you to run in a Z manner in order to catch the ball, in order to throw the ball, in order to back up the thrower, etc. Now all of this time you are going to use your speed, you are going to use your agility, you are going to use your changes of direction as well. But if you want a special session as well, then of course you can incorporate various drills such as the Z drill, or do a 30-meter sprint, 40-meter sprint or a 60-meter sprint as well. Say 3 reps of 3 sets over here with maximum amount of recovery in order to track your maximum sprinting sprint, etc. with the help of your timing aids as well. So this can be modified from coach to coach and athlete to athlete, depending upon the intensity, depending upon the season, etc. We keep on hearing these words, the yo-yo test, which the Indian cricketers do and post controversial selfies or the results, and BCCI asks these cricketers to remove it from their Instagram. Now, what is this yo-yo test? Yo-yo test is the marker of aerobic fitness, and Virat Kohli's score is roughly around 16.9 or 17 kilometers per hour. Now, in order to improve your yo-yo score or in order to improve your aerobic conditioning capacities, there are various methods which are applied by strength and conditioning coaches and the athletes as well. So if you want more detail about how to improve your aerobic conditioning capacity or how to improve your MAS, which is maximal aerobic speed, then I've already posted a video about specifically targeting how to improve your MAS or how to improve your yo-yo score as well. So you can look up at that video in the I button. But overall, just to give you a brief idea of what Virat Kohli's training routine looks like when it comes to aerobic conditioning, he would be doing some sort of slow long distance running in order to improve his heart hypertrophy, in order to build that stamina, build that endurance in him. And of course, he would be doing some high intensity interval training, may it be a short burst, 10 seconds on, 20 seconds on HIIT session, or may it be a long burst HIIT session, which can be 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, or 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, whatever it can be. So all this sort of training regimes can be done when you are talking about cricketer's perspective for conditioning in order to improve your aerobic fitness, so that you can last longer in that test match or in that ODI, or you don't get fatigued easily. Now you have seen that Virat Kohli running 2s and 3s on a consistent basis and he doesn't get fatigued at all. The reason is his aerobic capacity or aerobic fitness. Now once aerobic fitness rises up, your recovery between 2 bouts or 2 explosive bouts of 1 run or 2 run becomes very, very easy, and you are recovering very quickly, and that is the reason your aerobic fitness comes into the picture, and it is extremely vital as a cricketer. Alright guys, this was a blueprint which will transform your life, just like Virat Kohli, looking from this to this. So if you follow this blueprint till the T, then you are going to see massive results in your performance as a batter, as a bowler, etc. You are going to get leaner, you are going to get faster, quicker, agile, powerful, and also you are going to increase your strength. So if you have loved this video, make sure to like, to share, to subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon, so that you never miss a video whenever I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you've got any doubts or comments regarding this video or any other video suggestions which you want me to cover in the future, make sure to drop them in the comment section. Till then, see you in the next one.